guest on the program, go there, add your voice, make your comments, so that in the course of the program we can also read them out. And also on the program today, you can go to the Ground Zero Twitter handle, that's at Ground0989, and drop your comment there. You want to get across to me, you go to at @ehis_peacemaker and also drop your comment there. Invicta FM Twitter handle is at Invicta FM 989. Instagram is also at Invicta FM 989. You can watch us on YouTube. It's Invicta FM Online TV. Our Facebook page is Invicta FM Kaduna. All of these are platforms that you can get across to us. Okay, and we will go straight to talking about. Our guests on the program. Starting first from the one that's popularly called Meme. Okay, it's popularly called Meme. Michael Yusuf Michael, that's his name, and he is the CEO of Meme Foundation, right? He is with me here in the studio this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Michael, you're welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. I also have one that has turned talking into a source of income. His name is Erastus Okechukwu, and the one you love to call the Bishop of Talk, Bishop Talk. You're welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you very much, and I'm honored to be here.
We also have another guest that will be connecting with via phone, and he is a CEO of Rabbits Studio and the founder of 5 Minutes Mentor Mentee platform. Okay, and he is Issa Raphael. Yes, he is Issa Raphael. I'll be linking up with him any minute from now on the phone so that he would also make his contributions on the program. Do we have Issa Raphael on the phone?
Yes, we do.
All right, Issa Raphael, I want to welcome you to Ground Zero this lovely Tuesday evening.
Well, thank you.
All right, so let's go straight to talk some messages, and we'll come back to the program. So, Raphael, hold line. The other guests in the studio would also be hanging on. We'll take some messages, then we'll go straight to talking about what we have for you today on the program Ground Zero. Peacemaker with a passion for crowd satisfaction.
Hey!
Darling, aren't we going out today?
Today? I don't feel like going anywhere. I'll just relax at home.
Let's go and greet Kunle and his wife.
I'll dial *966# to buy airtime to call them.
Remember, you need to give the mechanics some money.
Yeah, thanks. I'll dial *966# to send money to his account.
Won't you first check how much we have in the account?
I've already done that with *966#.
How about opening a new bank account for me?
Come on, baby. I'll do it right away with *966#.
If we're going to stay at home, let's go out and renew our TV subscription then.
I'll dial *966# to pay the bill now. Yeah! Now I'll kick my feet up and watch some football, because today I'm not going anywhere. Nowhere at all.
Live easy with easy banking from Zenith Bank. Dial *966# on your mobile phone to avoid the inconvenience of physical transactions. Buy airtime, pay bills, transfer money, etc. from where you are. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Welcome to Zenith Bank. Please dial *966*0# and follow the prompts to open a Zenith Bank account with ₦0 and immediately get your new account details. You can then fund your account and start enjoying excellent customer service. To find out more about our products and services, simply visit our website zenithbank.com or social media pages. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout to the program Ground Zero. Okay, like I said before we took that commercial timeout, today on the program we'll be looking at the impact of the coronavirus or COVID-19 on the Nigerian entertainment industry. And we have right here Erastus Okechukwu Bishop Talk, Michael Yusuf Michael Meme Foundation, and also Issa Raphael, and together would all be looking at this this topic today. But first, let me start from Michael Yusuf Michael. As a practitioner in the industry, movie industry and production, and I think you've read into music sometime, or you have some boys that are into music. Let's talk about the entertainment industry in Nigeria and how it has been how the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted on it. Michael.
Okay, from my own angle, believe me, I will be coming from a different angle that many people will not really like it. From my own angle, I think this COVID-19 really helped the entertainment industry. Really helped the entertainment industry. How? 85% of everybody in the entertainment industry believe in entertainment 100% without doing any other thing. But this time around, that this lockdown, it has made a lot of artists to be creative, to know how they can make money out of the industry, which I think it will really, really help the industry.
Yeah. Okay. Artists are now innovating.
Yes.
The lockdown is bringing out the creativity in them.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to Ralph. Issa, are you with me? Hello, Ralph. Can you hear me? Hello. I hope I have not lost him again. Hello, Ralph. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, while we are trying to sort out the technicals, let me... Ralph, can you hear me now? Let me come to Bishop Talk, a practitioner in the industry, and when you hear the name Bishop Talk, you know that the primary act in the industry is the talking act. How has this lockdown impacted comedians? No, not just comedians now, those in the performing arts industry.
Okay. Good evening, listeners.
Yeah.
The truth is, entertainment, 98% of the branches of entertainment has to do with people coming together. And one of the rules in this pandemic is we're not allowed to have a crowd,
Yeah.
We don't have to have people, not more than 20 in a particular colloquium. You're not allowed to have a lot of people in one place. And the truth is, the performing industry, and art industry, you can't do without people. The crowd is our crowd is a market.
Okay.
And if one of the rules is social distancing, that's to say you can have people gather. That's to say you can have artists performing. The only performance they will do is those that have, like Michael said, the innovative angle, now go into social media to actually do your performance. But there's this thing about performing when you see the people. There's this sauce, there's this juice that it brings out of you when you are seeing the people perform. It's a spontaneous activity that you need to actually create things out of people you see. So since people are not gathering, it's not selling, it's not working. Comedians are not performing. You don't have weddings where you have MCs go to. You don't have activities where you meet photographers and everybody coming together to do what they do in respect to the industry. So the pandemic has actually cut down a lot of things that we do, especially making money. Making money has been difficult now. Making money is difficult now.
Okay.
Though we hear other people making money on the angle. Yes, but it's a shared thing. Making money is difficult. That's the truth now.
Okay, let's go over to Ralph. Issa Raphael, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, great. We are live now. Okay, CEO and founder of Rabbit Studio and founder of the mentor-mentee platform.
Yeah.
You are a major player in the industry. Tell us how this pandemic has impacted on the industry and how you, as a mentor or a founder of a platform where people are mentored, have been able to weather the storm so far.
Okay, great. The pandemic has really dealt a great blow to the industry, and of course, I was hearing the last person talking about all of the currently experienced disaster that they've seen, and that's quite true because the global cinema, as of May, this May, is set to lose or to have lost $17 billion.
Wow.
That's bad. And one of the things that, of course, we're going to see is that because of the social distancing requests that have been put out there by all of the researchers and health practitioners, people cannot gather, whether now or later. And of course, we're also going to see that when people begin to gather, there's also going to be a lot of hygiene measures that are going to be taken. So that means it's going to take a lot of time for people to even start thinking of gathering. And even if you lift the lockdown and people can gather, there's still going to be that threat, and there's still going to be that fear in the minds of people to really gather. So, but as we look at that, something also comes to mind, and that's technology. I'm also a very strong player in the field of technology. And we see that as people begin to avoid gathering, that those companies that are digital, companies like Netflix, are smiling to the bank. So the question is, what are we thinking about in this area, in digitizing our content? Of course, the fear of piracy is a major one for artists, of course, in this part of the world. And that's because we have not succeeded in taking care of the problems that encircle our digital content. Okay, but be that as it may, in the midst of this lockdown, the Walt Disney Company launched a product in India. That's Disney Plus. That's last month. Okay? And you see, in as much as we want to cry foul and do all of that, reminisce of how much we have been affected by this, it'll all come down to what we can do differently. And I will say that the way forward, of course, will always remain in looking at the gaps that are available. And what are these gaps? For me, it is simple. We must transition to tech. We must find a way to defeat this issue of piracy, just like Netflix did, just like Disney Plus is also doing now, and like other companies that are also transitioning. We must learn to find a way to create a box where our content can go and that we can be sure that they can be protected. Of course, we can't do that on our own because nobody told us that we're going to see COVID-19 overnight. It came. So one of the responsibilities of the federal and state government will definitely be to provide incentives for this transition. That will have to be heavily supported. And of course, because it's a new venture that will also be emerging in the creative industry, the federal and state governments will also have to look into strengthening insurance, for the creative industry as they see or look forward to transitioning from the former ways of doing things into the technological way of doing things. And as a company, if we have the entertainment company, whether it is corporate or it's a private company, one of the first things that they want to do is to rethink the entire structure of the operations. You see a lot of people thinking that things will go back to normal. The bad news is when there's any heat, when there's any global heat, things do not go back to normal. As a matter of fact, things change from whether it's the World War I to World War II, to the first pandemic we experienced, to the Holocaust. Name any global pandemonium that has happened. Things do not go back to how they were. It changes how things go. So this is a critical time, and the creative industry needs to sit down and begin to rethink operations. We are not going to have to be expecting things to go back to normal or think that by some way or some wave of a wand that things will return. It will not. I believe that this is the time for us to sit down, put our heads together, and begin to draft what the future will look like. And for me, it is digital, because most people are going to be sitting down at home, and only those who are already playing in the digital space will keep smiling to the bank.
All right.
For me, who is in the entertainment industry as well as the technology industry, that's what we're currently doing. We are building solutions to help cater for this transition.
All right. Okay, Raf, while you hold the line, let me come to Michael, Yusuf Michael. I know that you are a trainer of
skill acquisition.
You have a skill acquisition center for the performing industry. Yeah. So, Michael, Yusuf Michael, what have you been doing since this past 8 to 10 weeks that the country has been in lockdown?
Okay. Since I discovered that no movement again, I sent a message to all my artists. First of all, I said what we are trying to put on the table is learn how to fish, not taking a fish by your, as in not giving you a fish. Yeah. So I now told everybody that it is time to put everything to practice. One, I know that everybody, because let's say 3 times a week, I will get nothing less than 50 people sending me account number. Help.
Yeah.
I cannot help everybody. What I did was to send message to all upcoming artists to come and get food stuff that can keep them for like 10 days, which we were able to give about 189 people food stuff. When giving them the food, I now advise them. I said, start thinking of how you can make money from this lockdown, from your house. How can you be useful? One, how can you feed another person close to you? Stop thinking of how you will, who is the next person you will ask to help. And to God be the glory, we have, if you go to our platform, you will see how many, even I myself, I don't know how many. Before I was thinking that it's only under skill acquisition I will be able to survive. But this lockdown now has made me to see a different angle. Now, are you aware that many celebrities, after entertainment, maybe if they are sick, they will go to the street, beg people to give them money.
Yeah.
But this lockdown has made us to know that there is life after you being a celebrity. One, a lot of people are looking up to you. Two, 85% of our celebrities now have another work outside entertainment.
Yeah.
Example, Mercy Johnson have a big hotel. Name them. A lot of people have a lot of things. Now, Two-Face was able to drop 10 million naira, and Two-Face start doing his event online. This person too, what's his name? Okay, we have Two-Face, we have AY. AY did his program on Instagram. Now, it's high time these upcoming artists to use this opportunity, this opportunity to think of not just marketing their self. How can they survive? Now, are you aware? A lot of people were waiting. I keep asking, government should give us money. People should give us money. They should give us food stuff. But I told them that no. Why can't we help the government?
Yeah.
By the special grace of God, on Wednesday, this Wednesday, tomorrow, we are giving 280 people food stuff again. From where? Now, you can't change the world, but you can change somebody's world.
Yeah.
So I was shocked when people I'm training that are looking up to me day before yesterday gave me 10 bags of corn to share.
Wow.
So people have started thinking outside the basket. The moment you start thinking of what you can do for people, you have solved your problem. I think I will round up with this for now. Let us think of how to help somebody. When you can solve somebody's problem, then your problem is solved already.
Strong words. Now, I'll come to Bishop Talk. Also, I know you are a hyperactive person and all of that. Past 8 weeks, how have you been surviving?
Truly, it's not been easy. It's not been easy. First of all, we've not experienced this before. They said, okay, according to archives, that they've been this pandemic before and before and before. But for those of us in our generation, this is the first time we're experiencing it. It came like a blow. It came like a shock. We didn't see this coming. And it came at a very unsignificant time. It came in March for Nigeria. The lockdown started in March. After the December activities, we were all preparing for those of us who are into show business, we are preparing for the Easter time. Most times our show business, the show business is actually more, it blossoms more during festive period. We're all preparing for the Easter events, and here come the lockdown.
Yeah.
Now you now go back to your shelf. Like you rightly said, what have I been doing? Ralph said something. I am not a tech person, but I am forced to become a tech person. I am not a digital person. I am forced to understand the gimmicks in digitalizing your talent, digitalizing your content, digitalizing what you have. I started studying online, started making calls to people I know who are into the digital content management to teach me how I can monetize my content digitally. Now, apart from trying to understand these gimmicks, okay, fine. I, as a showbiz person, I decided to put up concerts that from next week we start seeing them on social media. Concerts we've been recording. In fact, I was in a place where we were recording when I knew I remember that I was supposed to be here for this. You know, you just have to do something. The human brain, the way it's wired, you can't stay 42 hours. For my kind of person,
except if you are naturally lazy.
Except you're naturally lazy. I can't stay for 2 hours without doing anything. You got to a point I had to create a brand called Errand Boy, and my friends were asking me, "What is Errand Boy?" I said, "Because I have to do something. I don't have to sit down. It's an entertainment. It's a service providing company that will help people provide services during this lockdown."
All right, thank you. Okay, Ralph, are you still there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we are going to quickly take some messages, and when we come back, we will now start to look at post-COVID-19, what Nigerians should be looking out for, what those in the creative and performing industry should be looking out for, and how they intend to key into it and cope with the situation. That will be right after these messages.
Okay.
All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout. The program is still Ground Zero right here on Invicta 98.9. Before we took that break, we said after the commercial break, we'll be looking at post-COVID-19, how Nigerians should prepare themselves, and are we actually ready? Do we have the technology backbone to support whatever we'll be doing right after the COVID-19? Because definitely will change the way that we live. We will start to imbibe new ways and new attitudes in respect of interpersonal relationship between persons. Issa Raphael.
Yeah.
Okay. Issa Raphael, I'll just give you a little background again. He's the CEO of Rabbids Studio and also founder of 5 Minutes Mentor-Mentee platform, and also one person that is also abreast with technology. Okay, tell us, post-COVID-19, how is the industry going to be like?
All right, so post-COVID-19, what's going to really happen from forecasts that we've also been looking at is that the industry will gently wake up. And that means that if a show was supposed to just happen, say, 2-3 months after the whole COVID-19, or let's say we encountered a vaccination and then everybody's coming right back. It means that if a show was supposed to happen 2 months after that, that you will not necessarily experience a boom of crowd. It means that there are still going to be fears that are gathering and all of that. So it's going to gently wake up. And one of the things that's going to happen is that social distancing will still be a thing that we'll have to do regularly. And of course, hygiene will have to be heavily looked at.
Yeah.
So all of this in mind, so what that means is that as you go into places, there might be some form of disinfectant, not necessarily maybe hand washing and soap up and down, but then maybe sprays. Just like you want to enter into the bank, for example, and then you have to go through that security door.
Yeah.
There's going to be one you enter and then you get sprayed, and then you go through. And also, we see all of these things happening before you can access any say, I'm talking for say entertainment companies now that want to hold, like cinemas or shows. So your entrance, one of the things you want to look at is having these things in place. So if you want to be a big player. But that said, like I said earlier, post-COVID-19 is seriously going to be overtaken by technology. And the people that are really going to drive businesses in that time are people who have thought it wise to rethink the sector and structured how the operations are going to be. As a matter of fact, for let's bring it down to Kaduna and talk about the upcoming artists, and because this are probably people who are listening currently. I don't see them having too much of a problem because, was it Michael Yusuf said earlier on?
Yeah.
These people already have a base of fans. You know, they have, no matter how small, 100, 200 people who know you and follow you, they already have that brand. So if they cultivate that world properly, they can begin to leverage on, what it is that they can sell to this world and by extension the worlds of those people, of those individuals in their world. However, one key thing for the general creative industry will also be creating that platform. And I'm saying this because I know, I think we have Bishop Talk there. I think I heard his voice a while ago. Yeah, I'm saying this because, he's actually a friend of mine, and I believe that we can have a sit down together with a larger house in the creative industry. We need to create that platform, something say similar to what Netflix does, where people can subscribe monthly and access content. So the artists, for example, who are playing, whether it's comedy, so when people sign up, they can have categories to fall under. You want to fall under comedy, you want to fall under music, under videos, whatever it is. Artists come on this platform and who are registered on this platform upload their content, and viewers subscribe to this platform to access this premium content. There, of course, might be some free content that they can interact with or get to see, but then there are also premium content that must be paid for. This is the business model for Netflix, as well as Disney Plus and all of these other online streaming companies that are booming today. So we must take a serious look at that. And again, I must repeat that the government has got a lot of responsibility here. I'm saying this again because the truth and fact bears repetition. This is not where anybody is shy. The economy has been badly hit, and if we must succeed or survive, I believe that the government will have to play its role here, and it comes with incentivizing those who are transitioning from the local to the digital ways now. Companies, especially in the creative industry, that's where I really want to focus. Before now, pre-COVID-19, MasterCard Foundation had a beautiful plan. As a matter of fact, I was part of the committee and I listened to what they had. They were already coming to 3 states in Nigeria, Lagos, Kano, and Kaduna. And one of the things we had planned was for one of the sectors, it was 3 sectors also, it was agri, creative industry, and technology. So they had a very fine plan. I read what they had on creative industry. So currently they are kind of reductoring, taking a second look at that plan, and of course they will be implementing it in a different manner to encapsulate certain things that have happened as a matter of the occurrence of COVID-19. What am I saying? There are going to be so many opportunities, and there are going to be a lot of private sectors coming in to see how they can incentivize this transition. But the government, state and federal government, have to go ahead of these people to look at creating these opportunities for us in the creative industry, as well as making sure that insurance is strengthened.
Okay. All right. The program is Ground Zero right here on Invicta 98.9 FM, and you can be a part of the program by going to the Invicta FM Facebook page, where we have the post up, and drop your comment already. We have a comment coming in and some likes, but like I always say, I sincerely appreciate your post and comment, so send them there, or you can go to our Twitter handle at Ground 0989, the at Ground 0989 Twitter handle. You'd also see the post there. It would be nice to also drop your comment there so that we can use it right here on the program. We'll take some calls now while our guests will be hanging on to listen, because they'll be responding to some of these calls. And the number to dial to add your voice to our conversation this evening is 0809. I'll take that again. It's 081 40,000 989 and 070 87 800 989. We have our first caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Yus.
Yes, good evening. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. As usual, my name is Musa Bala, and I greet your guests, and they have spoken very well.
Oh, Musa Bala, thank you. You're welcome to the program.
I want to commend them for their tireless effort in the distribution of palliative to many people. May God reward them abundantly. I was shocked when I heard that they lost about 7 billion. So that industry is so rich like that?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. I hope they are paying proper tax. So
definitely. With the restructuring in the creative industry, members are registered, they have their registered businesses. I believe that they are paying their taxes.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking, but the issue is that their effort is very good, and at the same time, it's an industry that we cannot allow to go down well. Let them do a lot to incorporate other people into the industry. And I'm also glad that due to COVID-19, they are now devising other means of source of income, which is very good. And I hope some of them will come into farming so that we will feed our nation very well. Once again, I say thank you all and good evening.
Thank you very much, Musa Bala. 081400989 and 07087800989. We are looking at the impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment industry. While we are waiting for other calls, we'll quickly take this post on our Facebook page, the first one, which is coming straight from Edie Giles Paul. He's saying that COVID-19 bring impact entertainment through music industry and enlightenment to the people. He said that keep safe. Keep safe. Like aspect in the aspect of games, it has affected football, and he said that may God help us through. Presenters and your guests, thank you for your effort. We also want to thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Ground Zero. Oh, we lost him. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You are welcome to the program. The calls keep bouncing off. 081400989 and 07087800989 are the numbers to dial to add your voice to our conversation. You can also go to the Ground Zero Twitter handle at Ground0989 and also drop your comment. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening, sir. My name is Magdalene from Baggy Villa.
Magdalene from Baggy Villa.
Actually, I give you food to 180 people. Please, let's include.
Say again.
I said I should include me. Give you food tomorrow.
Are you in the creative or entertainment industry?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. I know that what Mean Foundation is doing goes beyond just the entertainers alone.
We've been to our house now.
Sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. 081400989 is the number to dial to add your voice to our conversation. And we are looking at the impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment and creative industry in Nigeria, and looking for suggestions on how we can come out of this and come out stronger and better, because I believe that every challenge is an opportunity for us to innovate. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Tijani from Mando.
All right, Tijani, let's have your take.
I want you to extend the assistance to Mando area, not only South area and other locations.
You say you want us to do what?
To extend the assistance to Mando site.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, Tijani. We are actually looking at ways that we can help the creative arts industry or the performing arts industry, how we can keep it alive, and the impact that this pandemic has had on it, and of course the ways that some people are surviving, sharing practical experiences, and how we can forge a way forward, because we can not take away the fact that take for example Nollywood is one of the top 3 in the world. where movies are produced. And in the past 8 or 9 weeks that this pandemic has been around, I am sure productions, mainstream productions have not been going on.
True.
The few ones that have been going on specifically are promotionals for government, like what Idris Abdul Karim did for USAID or so, what Cobams did for United Nations or something like that, and so many other efforts by local artists to help in conscientizing and helping in passing information to the people.
Just like what Toka is doing too for a few persons.
I didn't hear you. Come close to the mic.
Just like what Toka Magbara is doing to conscientize Nigerians on what is happening.
All right. 081400989. The lines are busy, but we just can't keep any of the calls down. Something is definitely wrong with the network. Okay, let's come back to our guest in the studio. Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay, now, you were telling us the possible ways that we can come out of this, and you had Musa Bala giving a prop-up to the entertainment industry. So many people do not know that the entertainment industry in Nigeria is one that is a major money spinner. Now, as a mentor, there are so many people that may want to get into this industry. What would be those words that you say to them to encourage them that in spite of COVID-19, for those in the creative industry, there's still light at the end of the tunnel?
Okay, I'd say that they should first of all understand that the creative industry is about show business. And like my friend DH will say, like it's about show and then business. It's made up of 2 words.
Yeah.
Most of us, or most of them, only understand the first part. They only understand the show. So they have to understand that it is both show and then it is business. Regular upcoming artist in Kaduna, for example, already does 2 jobs. He does a show and then he does some part-time job. In Abuja, you see a lot of upcoming artists doing an Uber job. And in Kaduna, you can see some of them being teachers, part-time teachers in some schools to support the hustle and all of that. So I'd like to say that other talent that they have, especially in this time of the COVID-19, they really have to see how they can put that up, how they can strengthen that some more. Personally, in this COVID-19 era, I have developed not more than 3 skills, of each one of them is already fetching income in this COVID-19. You understand? So I'd like to let them understand that they should focus on that other part that they have while they keep an eye on the show that they have in mind, which so that one can drive the other. As a matter of fact, they already have that expertise in, like I said earlier on, running these 2 parts, running as an artist and doing a part-time job. So this is the time to find a way to synergize both of them and sharpen the other side some more so that they can leverage the expertise that both of them bring in union.
Okay. All right. I'll come to Bishop Talk. The industry is a money spinner. There's something that Musa Bala pointed out. I know that quite a number of the actors, actresses, and those in the creative or performing industry already have their business names registered and all of that. Now, for the upcoming artists that's into the industry, how important is them to have their businesses registered and, of course, paying their taxes?
It's very important because the truth is, from the very first day you start thinking of joining the industry, you want to be a practitioner in the industry, you've started thinking of your brand. And your brand should start having a legal backup, which is the registration of business name on however you want to go about it, limited liability, or however, depending on your pocket and your strength, so that you can start activating bigger contracts. You know, the truth is, a musician can actually have a sound contract with his company name, and he's making big money. If you don't have a company name, you can't do that. No company wants to give an individual contract if you are not registered. And in the fact that you are doing entertainment business, entertainment is a wide spectrum. There's a lot embedded. But for the fact you do entertainment, you just think you can actually do all of these things. So the young people should start thinking out of the box. Like I like the question you asked my friend Raf. What is the next thing? What is the post COVID-19? Yes, we should start thinking of how do we make money. Even after this thing, we shouldn't give up. The industry is there. Like my friend rightly said, let's digitalize. Though digitalization does not come, you can't just make the money immediately. Just like what is happening. A lot of people are trying to call now. They can't get you. It's because the networks are bad. Our country, I don't want to talk about it, but the networks are bad. So there's a lot. You need to have a backbone. I am not a tech person, but from the layman understanding, it's something that we need to work hard to get right. So for the upcoming act, they should start thinking. No, like my friend said yesterday, they shouldn't think out of the box. They should break the box. Don't think out of the box. Break the box. Start thinking something else. Even before now, the industry is all about. It's not when you join, you start making money. You have to work hard. So think of something else you can use to support the hustle. That's all. Think of something else.
Michael, Yusuf, Michael.
Yes, sir.
You had Ralph and Bishop talk. Now coming to your end, still the same question. Many artists want to be in the industry. What kind of skills do they need to acquire?
Yes. Number one, if you want to be in the industry, where is your passion? Now, do you want to be an actor? I will advise you to belong to a guild. Example, the Actors Guild of Nigeria. You want to go into music, belongs to P-Man. Any angle you want to join, first of all, look for the guild and join them. Then they will give you all the whole proper advice. Now, if you now, after joining the guild, you now know where your strength is. Then they say iron sharpeneth iron. Then from your chairman there and every ESCO, they will start advising you that if you do this or you do this, then you cannot say you want to be a musician and you go and join the carpenters. It's not possible. If you are looking for a policeman now, you go to the police station. You can't come to the guild and see them. So iron sharpeneth iron. Then let me divert a little, sir. You said after the lockdown, what next? After the lockdown, believe me, it might be more difficult than the lockdown itself. Because some people are owing already. They are trying to meet up to pay. So if you are not doing anything and you are thinking that everybody now is hiding under the shadow of the lockdown, lockdown, some people are calling that they've not paid house rent. Is it the house rent? Is it the lockdown that made you not to pay your house rent? No, you've been owing. You should know that your house rent will expire by January. So after the lockdown, believe me, it might be a bit worse. So my advice is this. Just to advise. Anything that keep you going, that you survive the lockdown, don't divert from it and you jump back to where you were before. Develop what sustain you.
Grow it.
Develop it. It will help. It will shock you, sir. I have never been successful in my life like this lockdown. I was telling my friend yesterday, I said, if they say the lockdown is over, it will affect me. So let me start thinking of how to merge the two together. So I will advise, if you during this lockdown you're able to survive it, what made you to survive it? Add it to what you've been doing before. Then it will move you to that level. So I will advise. Then your skill. Example, everybody is begging for a giveaway. Do I have anything? I will advise. After this lockdown, we are starting a 240 scale acquisition free of charge, where we will train people on everything behind camera, behind anything you want to do. If it's amebo, we push you to journalist. If it's anything you want to learn, you come and learn it.
Who told you journalist are amebo? Look at this man.
No, you did. So we are going to train people on handwork free of charge, which during my program every Saturday in this station, I normally give out number. Just send us message. Right now we have almost 140 people that have big interest that they want to learn, because we need to develop ourselves. Sir, finally, believe me, your talent might not feed you. So you need another thing to. This COVID-19 really helped us.
You need something else.
You need something else. This COVID-19 really helped us. Believe me, where people are saying that there is casting down, you should say you made it. There is lifting up. Please, if you don't have a handwork before, learn it now. If it's the money to learn it, what do you want to learn? All you need to do, get to us. You will learn it for free.
So you're not surprised. Some artists are already doing more business online. They prepare pomo. Some artists they do food. Some artists do food. Some artists are now learning how to do zobo. They'll tell you vitamin C zobo. So it is in this COVID-19 that I know that zobo is more nutritious than kunu. Because a lot of people are beginning to think out of the box. What can I do to put food on the table?
And talking about food, I know that's one of your side hustles.
That's one of it's still one of my side hustles. I still do superstew.com. I still have deliveries to make tomorrow.
Somebody during when we are sharing food stuff, somebody asked me a question. He said, "Why didn't you share rice? Do you know that this lockdown really made us to know how to manage?" I said, "No, I'm sharing corn. Why? You can divide the corn. You can use corn to do pap in the morning. Then buy okra on that 100 naira and do tuwo in the evening. So this COVID-19 really made us to learn how to save. A friend of mine said he had 500 naira 2 weeks ago. So he came yesterday. I said, "How far?" He said he still get 400. I said, "Wow, we say
managing."
No, we manage. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Seriously.
Well,
seriously.
It's been very, very nice speaking with all of you.
Thank you so
and
much,
as we leave, I'll start from Michael Yusuf. What will be your parting shot, your last word?
Don't forget what sustained you during the lockdown. Add it to your talent.
Bishop Talk, your final words.
Mine will go to health. Just stay safe. Stay safe. Try and stay safe. COVID-19 is not a death sentence. Just have that at the back of your mind.
Oh, Raf is already offline. I would have loved Raf to also give us his final word. Well, that's about the size of the program today on Invicta 98.9 FM. Ground Zero is a regular feature where we bring up topical issues in the polity, and with analysts and guests, we try to make sense out of them. And today on the program, we looked at the impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment industry in Nigeria. And my guests were Michael Yusuf Michael of the Meme Foundation. Thank you for having time to be on the program. And Bishop Talk, Erastus Okechukwu, the one that's popularly called Bishop Talk, was also my guest on the program this evening. And the last but definitely not the least was Issa Raphael. He is the CEO of Rabbit Studio and founder of 5 Minutes Mentor Mentee platform. I am Ehis Admon. Until on Saturday when we'll be on again for another package of the program Ground Zero. I would say this to you. Let me quickly take this one that just came in now. It's coming from Philemon Victory. He's saying that good evening, presenter and Philemon from television. The pandemic should be a room to digitally groom and help the coming artists to realize and make good use of their gift in ways it can pay off in the pandemic and even after. Secondly, mentor artists, comedians and CMs to send a reasonable message in the content of their jobs. Our guest in the house, Twale.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Until next week, when I'll be on for another package of the program. I'm saying next week until on Saturday when I'll be on for another package of the program. I'll say this and continue to say it. Plant a tree today, water it and watch it grow. May the good mighty Lord bless and keep us all. I am Ehis Admon. I am the peacemaker with a passion for crowd satisfaction.